Hey, morning guys. Coming at you with help for this quiz on polygons. So you've got this for the entire semester, all these terms like quadrilateral, hexagon, decagon, dodecagon. So we got to figure out how many sides go with each classification. All right, three-sided figure, that's nothing. We got this. Three-sided figure is called triangle. We knew that. Now there's lots of four-sided figures. You could have squares, kites, trapezoid, rectangle, rhombus, all have four sides, but they all go in one big group of quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral. So it's a huge name. So everything with four sides is a quadrilateral. Five sides, we've got a pentagon. May have known that one. Six sides. So you think, I know six, that's hexagon. But it's seven sides that nobody ever knows seven-sided figure. Like, nope, don't know seven sides. People guess on it. It's a weird spelling. It actually starts with an H, but there's this P in there. It's a heptagon. So heptagon is for seven sides. All right, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go eight-sided figure. So most people got eight sides. They know that's octagon. Nine, pretty rare for somebody to know what a nine-sided figure is called. So when you're looking at this, you're thinking, I have no idea what a nine-sided figure is called. That is a nonagon. Okay, might know 10. Might know 10. 10's a decagon. 11's another one that people really are not familiar with. 11. An 11-sided figure is called an undecagon. So UN, undecagon. And then we got the 12-sided figure, a dodecagon. All right, so these are all your ones. Everything from triangle, quad, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, all the way through to dodecagon that are terms that you use all the time this entire semester. Now when it goes past this, let's say you get up to having 13 sides or 14 sides, you just use whatever number you have. So if it's a 13-sided figure, it's just called a 13agon. If it's a 14-sided figure, it's a 14agon. So anything past 12, 13agon, 14agon, 15agon, 20agon, 50agon, it just does that. All right, so in Google Classroom, you have a quiz waiting for you on polygons. You just got to answer these questions. Should be a piece of cake. All right, that'll help. All right, more stuff today. Types of polygons. We got your sides, vertex, pieces of it, concave, convex. All right, let's do this. Let's say we've got a four-sided figure here. Every time you got a four-sided figure, it's a quadrilateral. Let's look at some pieces of this. So this is always a side of your quadrilateral. And then you got to remember what the little points are called. So do you recall what these little points are called when it connects the sides? Vertex points. And if you have more than one, vertices. So you got your sides as your polygons, you got your vertex points. Different types of polygons. On your assignment, they break them up into two types, the convex and the concave. Let's do convex here, concave over there. Convex is great. So on the polygon world, everything you're used to seeing, like just rectangle or a pentagon or just a triangle, all the regular stuff, squares, these are all convex polygons. So everything that's normal, convex. Over on the concave is where you get your different shapes. So concave is a little out of the ordinary. Maybe something like this, like that. All right, so you have convex, you have concave. There's the math way I can show you to recognize concave, And the non-math way I can show you. Here, let me throw one at you real quick. Let's get rid of the convex. Let's just take this guy right there. I'll just draw him up. All right, the math way to do concave, here's the math way. If you can connect a vertex point to another vertex point outside of your figure, it's concave. So what that means is here's a vertex, there's a vertex. I can connect these and it's outside of the figure. That makes it concave. Like see right here, boom, boom, outside of the figure is concave. That's one way to do it. And then the way I remember it, you know, you have little tricks to help you remember things. I always just think about, okay, here's this figure, and let's just say it's raining outside. All this rain is just coming down, and I'm this little guy, and I'm all sad because I'm getting rained on. But I can get in here and be kind of happy, and I'm out of the rain. I can hide in this cave. So to be concave, you've got you a cave that you can hide in. Can't do it if in a square or a rectangle. So that's kind of the non-math way to tell the difference between convex and concave. All right, so how that'll work for you on your assignments that you start looking at is you're going to have a figure. Let's say something like this, and then you'll have a couple answers that you got to come up with. The first answer they want for this figure is, hey, what is this? Is this an octagon, decagon, undecagon? So you just count how many sides you got. Like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6 sides. A 6-sided figure is a hexagon. So that gets your first answer. And then the second answer is just, well, convex, concave, which is it? But you got a little cave you can hide in. This is definitely concave. So you're going to get some of this on your assignment, 2 questions. You got that. Then other stuff you have to work with is perimeter and area that are coming up. All right, so this is one of those big problems where you got different parts to it. Let's say you got some points to work with. How about point A, point B, point C? We're going to put these on a graph. How about 2, 2, -1, -3? Yeah. -3, 2. So how this will look for you when you get this on your assignment is they're going to give you these 3 points. You can sketch a little graph of this and just plot the points real quick. 2, 2. So right 2, up 2. There's 2 and 2. -1, -3. So you go left 1, down 3. And then -3 to the left, up 2, about right there. So once you have your points plotted on your graph, let's see what we've got here. So on this triangle, on your graph, what you're asked to do is to find perimeter. So you have to recall what perimeter means. So perimeter means is the distance around all 3 sides of this triangle. So the distance from here, distance from there, distance from there. Find those 3 distances, add those 3 links up for a total, and that gets you your perimeter. So what we've got to do is distance formula 3 times. You're like, 3 times. All right, let's get, where can I fit this in at? Might have to erase up here. Okay, let's see here. Let's just get this out of the way. And I'll move it. I'll just do another one over here real quick that's a little bit easier to work with. So we had 2, 2, -3, 2, 1, -3. Okay. All right, so we need to find distance formula 3 times just to answer one question. So we've got all three sides. So here is -1, -3. Here's -3, 2. And we did the distance formula. It's massive. Looks like this giant distance formula. So you've got -3, whoa, not there. Let's see if you remember the formula. So we have x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And again, distance formula, oh, it's one of those things that never ends. So throughout the entire semester, you get hit with distance formula. All right, x1, y1, x2, y2. So these guys show up. So here's -3 minus -1 squared, and then 2 minus -3. So you got your x's first, your y's second. A little tricky math here, -3 plus 1 squared, so this is going to be a -2 squared, and then 2 plus 3 is 5 squared. And if you guys remember, you have a negative number that is squared. A negative number squared becomes a positive. So this becomes +4, and this is +25. So 4 and 5 is 29, but you're still under the square root sign. So you're going to have to take the square root of 29. Now that's not nice and neat. You're going to get some kind of decimal. Go ahead and just chop it off a couple places. I got 5.38? Let's do it. So when I ran it, I got 5.38. So that is your first answer. So we look at this Freeburg perimeter, you got 5.38. All right, let's run it again for the top. So we've got -3, 2, and 2, 2. So for this time, these are my ordered pairs that I'm going to drop into the formula. So remember, your x's are first. So you got 2 minus -3 squared. Y's are second, 2 minus 2 squared. Ooh, that one just got easy. All right, 2 minus -3, +5. And then over here you got 2 minus 2. You're like, oh, I like that. That's 0. So I can take 0 times 0. So 5 squared is 25, 0 squared is 0, 25 plus 0, that's 25. Still under the square root, but we kind of break this time. Like, I know the square root of 25. Like, I know that. The square root of 25 is 5, which is awesome. So then you've got this length right here, that is a length of 5. All right, one more. We had to do distance formula 3 times. Here's once, here's twice. We got one more time. Get all this out of the way. So we've got to do this side with these ordered pairs. -1, -3, 2, and 2. So now I've got a new set of ordered pairs, same distance formula. Dropping in some numbers. My x's go first, my y's go second. So here we go. We got 2 minus -1 squared plus 2 minus -3 squared. So this negative makes a positive. Negative makes a positive. Made it a little easier. Here's 3 squared. Here's 5 squared. 3 squared is 9. 5 squared is 25. And then you just got to add up the 9 plus 25. That's where the 34 comes from. All right, here we go. Still under the square root. We got square root of 34, so we're going to get a decimal on that one. It's not cool like the last problem. All right, square root of 34, 5 point something. What did I get? 5.83. And now you've got your third side. 5.83. So what we had to do to find perimeter is we have to find the length, the distance of all 3 sides. So you had to do distance formula 3 times. Then you got to take and add those 3 numbers up for your total. So we've got to add up 5.38 plus just 5 plus 5.83. And that'll give me what the perimeter is. So we add them up, 16.21, and that's our answer. So again, this video is going to help you with those polygons, where I say 12 and you say dodecagon. I say octagon, you say 8. And then this assignment where you got to do distance, formula, and perimeter. Let's put that assignment up there. Let you guys get some work done. So this will help you on page 32, 3 through 6. And this is 7, 9, 11. So go to Google Classroom, get that polygon quiz done, get yourself a good grade.